Hello, I'm an Spanish native who has been learning English for more than 3 years, Japanese for 13 months, and I'm a calisthenics athlete. These two hobbies are why I wanted to introduce discipline to language learning. I was doing immersion a couple of days ago and I ended up watching this anime called Kanji number 8, and I love how they make look the protagonist so pathetic at the start, because imagine how painful it is to live every day knowing that someone who was literally in the same situation as you got success and you didn't. And of course, this is an anime and the protagonist ended up getting a power, but this is real life and this for sure does not happen. I had this belief that my younger self should get fun in the older days because those are just not going to be replaced. So I ended up playing video games, eating junk food, not even going to parties because I was ultra insecure, and for a good reason. I wasn't really doing anything that was going to make me proud. And that's when a friend of mine introduced me to a group of people doing calisthenics, and then some months after that I started learning English. And even though I wasn't really disciplined, I literally never skipped going to the park, and for that reason people were actually willing to train me. From there I got my English to the point of being capable to communicate, got a decent body, and more than a year of consistent progress in Japanese. And I told you that if I were to keep playing video games, not caring about my health, and just going out with honestly chunk friends, I will be literally in the same path as most of my family and friends. Either way, not being fulfilled. Because if you tell me that you're actually fulfilled with life doing these bad habits, I won't really have a problem. The thing is, if you consider yourself a man, there's not other way than just following what you really want and working hard for it, because that's when we feel most fulfilled. So being fulfilled is not playing video games, watching movies, going out with girls you don't care about. It's working 10 hours a day for a long period of time until you get the result that you want. Then you find something else to work on. And to prove that you probably think like this, it's just that you don't want to give up the bad habits. You never remember the days playing 10 hours a day League of Legends with a smile. And when you do remember a day which was fun playing video games, it usually included some social aspect. And being social in real life is way funnier than in the virtual world. When you were in a competition at your school, maybe it was basketball, soccer, chess, whatever, you practice every day for 2 to 3 hours, and even if you didn't win, you remember those days like the golden days. Because even though you didn't smile 24/7 like in TikTok or playing video games, it was actually really fun. So my golden days are now when I'm grinding, and I know for a fact that I'm going to be proud of myself in the future if I keep doing hard things. I see a lot of my old friends following what their father or mother tells them it's better for them, and they keep listening to what their advice is when it comes to money or relationships. Don't get me wrong, if your father or mother are millionaires and they have an excellent relationship, by all means hear what they have to say. But in most cases this doesn't happen, so it sounds kind of horrible to say, but don't listen to your parents if they don't have the life that you want. I actually left university like 2 months ago, first because I didn't like the career, and second, I could obtain the same money yearly by going to a 9 to 5, which is crazy if you think about that, because you are spending more than 3 years in something used to obtain in almost all cases the same money as everyone else. And so I just literally told my parents I will not keep going to university, and I didn't look for improvement. Of course I love my parents and I told them the reasons why, but either way, if they didn't approve me, I was going to just leave. And yes, it takes a pair of balls to not follow your father's wishes, but I can tell you from experience that if your room doesn't smell like cum, your parents consider yourself intelligent, and you have a good body, your parents will know that you are not stupid, and so they will not try and argue with you that much. Now, if your parents are dumb, either way, if you follow their wishes, they're going to look for whatever reason to have an argument with you, so you may as well just follow what you want. Even if it's hard not following the normal life path, do you really believe that being average isn't hard or disciplined? You have to commit to a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life. You have just 2 days free. Those days, of course, you are going to hang out with your friends, and when you have to commit on Monday, you will be sleep deprived without wanting to work anymore. So there's just one right path, which is doing what you want to do. And if you're watching this channel, that is probably learning languages. And I have baited you into this video thinking that I was going to give you some tips for you in Japanese. Not really, but if you stop following the normal path, for sure you're going to be one of those persons who ends up learning languages in just 1 year or even less, and people are going to think that you're lying. So that's it for the video. Thank you for paying more attention. Subscribe and leave me a like if you want people to know this channel and improve the possibility of having friends who learn languages and are disciplined. Thank you very much.